Even though Comrades is confirmed as releasing this autumn, Square Enix has been quite tight-lipped about the story that we're expected to receive from the third piece of major downloadable content to release from the Final Fantasy XV Season Pass. But at an event called Episode Cologne King's Night, which took place during Gamescom, Tabata was a little more loose-lipped during a fan Q&A session. As a side note, if you'd like to find out more about the Episode Cologne event, I'd recommend checking out impressions from Final Fantasy Dojo, a German fan site who were in attendance. There's a link in the description below, and I'd also like to thank Tumblr user Osahiro for transcribing a question from the Q&A that was related to Comrades, where Tabata was asked about Iris Amicitia and whether we'd get to see something related to Demonslayer Iris in any upcoming content. In response, Tabata said, well, actually, we're planning on showing some of this in the Comrades DLC, since, you know, it takes place at this very time. However, we're not sure just how much we can manage to cram in there. If you remember, we actually reported on something similar back in December. In the Final Fantasy XV Scenario Ultimania, they revealed that Iris, as well as Core and Aranea, would be playable at a later date. Perhaps it's Demonslayer Iris that we'll actually get to see instead of the traditional Iris as we all thought. In a separate interview from Gamescom, Tabata shared plenty of useful nuggets of information with our good friend Holly from PlayStation Access. He revealed that one of the main things they will be changing based on the online test that took place a few weeks ago is actually the difficulty. He said the difficulty of the closed beta was perhaps higher than we originally envisioned. The number of people who actually completed missions was low, so we've looked at rebalancing it to make it much more forgiving. He also shared that while there will be items and accessories that will be useful between the two, the most important link between Comrades and the main game is the story, as Comrades tells the story of what happens during the 10-year gap towards the end of the game. Yep, it tells the story of the Dark World, and the struggle that warriors, like the member of the Kingsglaive that you will play as, had to endure during the 10 years that passed. In terms of how this affects the world, cities and other locations that appeared within the main game will also therefore have undergone radical changes, and you'll be able to visit them to see how this has affected them up close. Tabata also hinted that there may even be appearances by Ignis, Gladiolus and Prompto, who were of course quite active during this time. So how are you feeling about Comrades following this news? Has it made you more or less excited? Let us know in the comments below, and as always, if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. And if you enjoy our content, please consider supporting us on Patreon. You can find out more information at patreon.com/FFunion. We're very fortunate that these guys have already chosen to support us, and it would be great to see this number continuing to grow. Alright guys, this is Daryl signing out. I'll see you next time for more Final Fantasy videos.